But yeah, even though we got Oog the Legend going on the winners grand side, we got plenty of people as we see here on this bracket. We have a lot of people still in the game. We got Jungle versus Eris, but we got a treat for you guys, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Losers quarters. Psyche versus Anthoszs, a canon matchup, the Justice League matchup, one might say, right? Or maybe Psyche might, switch it up, use somebody else. But hey, who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Historically, Batman's been pretty iffy into Superman, like throughout the history of like the beta, right? But going into full launch, I mean, Batman is going to combo a character like Superman really hard. But Superman's always been one of those characters where it's like, if you get edge guarded, like he's really good into you, and he has those tools to kind of negate the battering that we know Psyche uses to loves to use for like confirms. So I think they're probably both going to stick to their characters, and we're just going to see a really solid, fundamentally like explosive match where it's like Anthoszs is going to be trying to get as much percent as he can off of his jabs and like trying to play around these like battering tools, and we're going to be seeing Psyche try and get as much as he can off of his own openings and trying to pressure Superman as much as he can.
Yeah, as well as they kind of go into each other's kits kind of weirdly here, with Superman being quite possibly the king of Edgeguard. Okay, well, Powerpuff Girls is, but quite possibly, the runner-up on edge guarding, right?
The runner-up on edge guarding.
The runner-up on edge guarding,
Yeah.
But Batman disadvantage is pretty peak, ladies and gentlemen. He's got up special, a really good move on frame data, side special as the grapple to kind of reel him into the ledge as fast as possible, get those resources back, and of course, the good old trusty Batman glide. Really could float slowly down, use it as a mental stack. Really good disadvantage.
Yeah, it's nice to kind of wait out like some of those like empty hops that Anthoszs likes, like he's so confident at the edge where it's like sometimes you just have to like slow it down, and like I can't really make an option. I need to kind of wait for him to do anything. And then Anthoszs just like stands there and it's like, oh no, what do you do? And especially because Superman like has these armored options, it can make things like grappling in really dangerous, because if you grapple into him, he can just charge like an up tilt or like an up special, and suddenly you're in a really dangerous spot. So it's going to be interesting to see if we do get that matchup, like how these characters like kind of interact off stage.
Yeah. So Psyche really has to kind of pick his fights, especially against a powerhouse like Superman. But even then, Superman's no walk in the park either when it comes to fighting Batman, because Batman has all of the contingent. Oh, what do we have here?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what do we have here? This isn't the right Justice League member for the job, or is it?
So we got some armor, but it's a different kind of armor. We got some Wonder Woman Anthoszs action in the building. This is going to be so exciting. We get another Wonder Woman in top 8, right? Like you see Jungle, but he's met with Anthoszs. Both of them kind of in this loser spot or winning these matches. But it's interesting to see how Anthoszs didn't really want to go Superman into Batman. He's more comfortable on that Wonder Woman, has those better options, probably into things like battering. That we were talking about earlier.
And just neutral, because in the history of multiverses, Anthoszs has actually struggled with the Batman matchup, funnily enough, right? We've had players in the beta, I believe actually in a previous Frostiverse, one of the very early ones, against a player called True Rush, if anybody remembers that as well. Actually providing an upset way back in the day in beta, right? So Anthoszs picking up the Wonder Woman on the release of the game, maybe that has proven to be the better choice into, the Batman neutral, right? As it's seeing in this game right now, very even game by both the never mind.
I mean, dash back into Sarah, the classic. He's just getting that really early kill on Batman at 80%. That's kind of what you want to see if you're Anthoszs, right? You want these early stocks on Batman. You don't really want to let him rack up damage against you in that kind of way.
Yes,
but Psyche, I mean, the advantage hit is so strong. Drops the up air, but I mean, that's still another like 40% on Wonder Woman, which can be really nice.
But Anthoszs, if he knows, Psyche had just one more option. If Anthoszs kind of just knew what was going on right there, he could have gotten a crazy edge guard and an early kill on Psyche right there. But regardless, still ahead of stock. Not for long. This is a confirm right here at 140. Really good confirm by Psyche right there. Let's see if he can bring it back. 59 damage deficit, but that is nothing for the monster of Gotham that is the Batman.
Yeah, definitely. Like, we already see Psyche has that bat bomb on Anthoszs. Anthoszs pops armor to kind of get out of disadvantage, right? But I mean, Psyche's still in a really good spot starting out this combo. But it's really all about like who can get these openings. Anthoszs playing so passive, but I mean, Batman kind of has better tools in the passive play matchup because he has like these cooldowns that are a little bit more threatening. He has this Batarang. And we see it here where it's like he's trying to play back, but now he's in disadvantage, and it's just so dangerous. The Batman up specials, letting 4 or 5 of them in a row.
Yeah, but Anthoszs disadvantage looking pretty clean right now, although taking a lot of hits from Psyche. And what I saw earlier from Psyche was a jab, and then he kind of just empty hop, and then got a full, you know, second jab extension. Because there was a nerf recently on Batman down tilt not being able to kind of get jumped out of. So I find it interesting that now, you know, the tool to be used to empty hop out of is actually jab.
Yeah.
Jab-centric game.
All right.
Very good advantage coming in from Psyche right now. However, Anthoszs kind of talking back to him, trying to find a way to end this game, but not quite finding it. Psyche, almost getting that stock right there.
Wow, really good disadvantage from Anthoszs, kind of recovering super high against Batman. Eventually does die, but Psyche has a kind of nervous 63% against a character like Wonder Woman, where this is the percent that Psyche died at in his first stock. So it's really going to be about closing up that gap, but 3 weakness is kind of the way to do it in this game.
Yep, 3 weaken. Anthoszs waiting out the weaken, getting the Sair. That's a kill, and that's the game. Psyche trying to use the Batarang to stall right there, or kind of use it as a kind of tool to, you know, get back to the stage. But Wonder Woman does not care about Batman's measly tools. She has the magical powers of the gods, and of course the goddess Athena, to kind of just bolt on through Batman's tools. Really, really good plays by Anthoszs right there. Let's see how Psyche can make the response against the Amazonian queen that is Wonder Woman.
Yeah, and going to game 2, I think it's all about like game 1. Like, we saw a lot of really good shield usage from Anthoszs, you know, in disadvantage, using it to save himself from like juggle scenarios. And then even at the end there, right, he had 3 stacks a weaken and a bat bomb on him, and just was able to cleanse all those away with the effects of you know, like we see it there. He's in disadvantage with a stack of weaken, just instantly pops that shield to kind of cleanse that and then get back an advantage. And we see it getting so much mileage in this set so far. So I think it's all about playing around that if you're Psyche.
Yes, and what I do find interesting is Anthoszs has finally extended his toolkit on the Wonder Woman. Because if you guys remember from Season 1, in the previous Frostiverses of Madness, Anthoszs really loved the jab 1-2 neutral tilt on repeat the entirety of every game. So I'm really glad that he finally extended his tool set on the Wonder Woman to do a little bit more damage.
He's using a lot of nairs as well, right? Like nairs into like these jabs into neutral attacks that we see him like love to go for. Psyche though, evening out the game really, really quick, which is so nice if you're a Batman player, because like when Wonder Woman gets the lead on you, it can be so difficult, especially when as defensive as Anthoszs plays. He's just so patient, where it's like if you make the wrong decisions, then you're just going to take so much percent.
Yes, and being in disadvantage against a powerhouse like Wonder Woman can never feel like a good time, because Wonder Woman just has all the defensive options to kind of just play shield wall, and that is Anthoszs' kind of style of play into that, right? So Wonder Woman is a really, really suiting character for Anthoszs, right? But Psyche taking 2 stocks on the board, Anthoszs only having 1. Let's see how Anthoszs responds, or how Psyche closes out this game right here in losers quarters. Let's see it, ladies and gentlemen.
I think what like Psyche and Anthoszs right there, like Anthoszs is kind of just mashing down her at a disadvantage like last stock, and it was really good by Psyche to just like, I can like trade these hits and I can eventually just like win that kind of style of gameplay. So really good like adaptation from like Psyche in that neutral, but I or in that advantage state. But Anthoszs, I mean, evening up the stocks or potentially last stock scenario in this game number 2.
Yeah, Psyche trying to pull out the Bat Bomb and disadvantage and just paying for it with the Wonder Woman Sair. You really gotta know when to pull out your tools as Batman, because, you know, Alfred don't come out immediately, you know, with, you know, the Bat Phone, the Bat Gauntlets, and all the Bat tools, right? You gotta give him some time, and time was of the essence right there, and Psyche made the most of it with that stock. Really good plays from Psyche right there, and they're just going match after match right there, man.
Yeah, I think they're just both comfortable. They're like, let's just see who plays better. Also, Anthoszs is running the default perk set, which is so funny to me. He's just running pure set motivations on Wonder Woman. He's just like, yeah, I don't need perks, I can win.
Yeah,
which is just so sick.
My teammate is me.
Yeah. Probably on the default perk since the perks got reset like a few days ago, but it's still funny to see. And
nice dash in there coming in from Anthoszs, trying to get that quick and easy edge guard, but Psyche finally getting that mash and batarang that literally just keeps happening, right? Anthoszs is usually on top of those, right? But that one situation right there, he just wasn't, and Psyche was able to get back on his stage, and that is why the game is even. Really good read on the dodge in. Psyche getting that stock right there. Nice up tilt into up special right there, proving why Batman is still Batman.
Yeah, the patience from Psyche to just kind of, as you said, like wait out that dodge and just like not punish like what he's doing, but what he's about to do is just so important in this matchup. Because Wonder Woman, she has a lot of buttons. A lot of them are pretty safe, but if you can catch out what she's doing, you can predict it, and you like know how to punish it. Like as we saw there, you can get those early stocks on her that you kind of need to get as Batman in this matchup.
Yes, and well, Psyche is definitely getting those things in order as Batman. However, getting that stock taken, but hey, 50 damage on a Wonder Woman. We got a pretty sizable lead for Psyche and a Wonder Woman in disadvantage. Hey, gotta jump on that opportunity right here. Up air off of the Bat Bomb. Nice up special mash. Oh, another up special mash coming in from Psyche right there. Really good plays coming in from him. Let's see how he approaches this possible last neutral interaction. However, Anthoszs kind of getting the burners started here. Armor. It's only gonna last for 2 seconds. Yep, there it is. Psyche waiting out the armor.
On.
Yep.
It's so crazy, like how comfortable Psyche is with such little stage control. Because Anthoszs is just kind of running across the stage, and Psyche's like kind of in the corner, just like really content to just kind of stay there. But yeah, like I don't know. It's just like, how do you play against a Wonder Woman with so much stage control, and he's doing it so well.
Yeah, how do you play into a Batman with so much stage control and so much presence? Not even stage control, but presence. There is so many tools that Batman. Oh my gosh!
What a side air! Just both these players are just so good at, like, when the other person's off stage, they're just like, I'm just gonna go for an option. Like they're like, I'm picking my timings and I'm just gonna commit that I've like read the right thing. And Anthoszs especially has gotten so many of them, but Psyche answering with his own Sair there to kind of secure that stock.
Yeah, and Psyche looking to end this game right here with 82 on the board for Anthoszs' stock right here. Anthoszs closing out that stock could make something happen right here. But
in burnout with Bat Bomb.
Yep, there it is. Oh my gosh, these Bat Bomb confirms are just beautiful from Psyche. These jab confirms, beautiful from Psyche. Up on Anthoszs. Anthoszs is on his back foot. One thing to note. Oh yeah, one thing to note, ladies and gentlemen, is this is losers. There's a lot on the line here. We usually see these guys fight in winners. So whoever loses this goes home. I
mean, yeah, if Psyche loses this, Anthoszs has to win another one after it, but I mean, this is Anthoszs' tournament game, right? And I mean, the Psyche's just so good. Like whenever he's just so like patient, right? Like we normally think of Anthoszs as like some of the most patient players in the game. But Psyche is so patient himself, right? And just like so good at just like playing neutral, even against a character like Wonder Woman with just so many options.
Yes, sir. And Psyche is proving to just kind of get around those options, get around those tools right now. Really good Sair, really good jab battering into down tilt, into up tilt, up special, up tilt again into up special off of the platform. Always use the platforms, ladies and gentlemen. They can lead to the most satisfying earlier confirms in the game, right? That wasn't quite super
definitely.
early, but hey, they helped to get those early confirms, right? Especially at like percentages like 40, 50. Really satisfying.
Mm-hmm. All right. But already we just see Psyche kind of extending this lead, like in this potential last game for Anthoszs, right? He's just like, I have the lead and I'm gonna wait for you to do something like even there, like we see him like punishing these like early dodges and early approaches that just aren't like properly spaced on Psyche. And it's just like, it's so dangerous, right? Especially when Psyche has that lead this big.
Yeah, you really don't want to overextend, especially against a player like Psyche, using Batman in quite possibly the most optimal way. No overextensions, almost like no mix-ups in advantage state when it comes to like, you know, ground that's like, oh my gosh.
The consistent kills on Wonder Woman at like sub 50% with these bat bomb setups are everything. And that's, I mean, that's the 3-1 and that's a
gosh.
That's just such a confident 3-1. I mean,
Yeah,
really, really well played.
The bat bomb confirms, man. Oh my gosh, he's looking like me out there. Anyways, really good set by Psyche and really good run by Anthoszs, man. The Batman just has the contingency plan for every Justice League member, as well as the villains, man. Hey, might have seen the Psyche Joker, but hey, Batman has, well, does one of them
I
have
wish.
plans, you know? Does Wonder Woman have contingency plans like Batman does? You know, she has the sword of
Doesn't look like it, unfortunately. She's got so much, but she doesn't have an answer to Batman, unfortunately.
Hey, Batman's just a human, you know.
Yeah, he's just a guy. But